We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is the Volcanic Eruption hot sauce sextuplet. This is, to my knowledge, an exclusive from Walmart for 2022. That is where I got it. And so if you're like me, I mentioned this in the mini reviews. The link to that post is available in the description below. I like to go to Walmart the day after, or any of the days after Christmas, because everything holiday related is on sale, whatever they have left. It's usually 50%. I've seen it up to 70 and 80%, but by then it's pretty picked through. So, and I don't know how many of these they have left, this hot sauce collection here. Again, this is from Dat'l out of Florida. Like the Brewer 6-pack I also did, I think a couple years ago maybe, that is available in the hot sauce playlist. So this is normally 15 bucks, and you get 18 ounces of sauces. You get 6 of these 3-ounce bottles. And so if any of those are any good, it's not a bad deal per se. But for $7, which is where I got this at, we're a little bit over $1 a bottle. So if any of these are any good, I'm getting a pretty solid deal. And I like these packs sometimes because I think this is a really good way to introduce people to hot sauce, and it's not a ton of dollars to do it. So these I think have merit, but when I did the Brewer 6-pack, I think I like maybe half of the sauces. I didn't want to I think I used 2 maybe to completion, possibly, something like that. And one of them was because I kept mixing it in with like barbecue sauce. I don't know what we're going to come up with here. I'm really curious, but I wanted to get this out. So if any of you are interested, you can hop along over to Walmart, at least those of you in the United States. Maybe Canada has them also, I don't know. But if this is something of interest, you can just trundle on over there and throw your $7 down and pick up one of these. They also have other ones too. They had a Hell's Kitchen and I want to say 2 or 3 other named ones, which this is the only one that has sauces that did not have onions in any of them. And of course, onions are a major no-no for me. So, but anyway, we do have recipes here. We have zesty baked vegetables, spicy meatballs, and bacon and sausages. I have not ever made any of these, and that's not going to change for this video. We've got until next year, actually, to use these. Hot sauces are made in America. The box and tray is made in China, and of course, there's Dat'l. So let's take a look at the ingredients here. Okay, and they don't seem to be, actually, the ingredients here are not in relation to the bottles, because we start with this Mount Rapeu in New Zealand, this red chili pepper sauce. But if we look here, it is at the very bottom. So is it going backwards? No, because green wasabi is number 5 here if we're going left to right. And it is 5 here as well, but it wouldn't be the next one. So if we went backwards, it wouldn't be it. So I don't know how they did this. The printing of this is just odd to me. Let's just take a look though. So smolder and smoke, we have vinegar, aged red peppers, probably cayenne, salt, xanthan, natural flavor, natural bourbon. We have, for the island fire, jalapenos. We have, so probably a jalapeno mash, water, distilled vinegar, garlic, xanthan gum, ascorbic acid, guar gum, and F, D, and C blue #1 food coloring. That's the Island Fire. The Icelandic ash, so all these are named after volcanoes, I guess. The naming convention's a little odd, but anyway, so the Icelandic ash, we have vinegar, aged red cayenne peppers, spices, salt, xanthan gum, garlic, sodium benzoate, and citric acid. So that is probably a Cajun style. This top one is probably Louisiana style, and Island Fire's, I'm assuming, probably a fairly astringent green jalapeno, sort of maybe Mexican style. So we have Hawaiian Heat, garlic herb. This time we have cayenne and habanero, water, distilled vinegar, salt, garlic, xanthan gum, and spice again, and guar gum. Green wasabi. So we don't actually see wasabi here. We have jalapeno peppers, water, vinegar, natural flavor. That's maybe where this wasabi comes in. Garlic, xanthan gum, ascorbic acid, F, D, and C, blue #1. It looks a lot like the Island Fire jalapeno. We'll see how close they are. And the red chili pepper sauce, which is aged red peppers, again, probably cayenne, vinegar, water, salt, and xanthan gum and guar gum. So probably just the Louisiana style. This one is, I guess, more of a, maybe sort of a bourbon type thing. But it's bourbon flavor, not actual bourbon. All right, so let's crack this baby open and take a look here. All right, and put that off to the side. All right, so we got here. Oh, okay. These are definitely okay. So we've got the Mount Ruapehu from New Zealand, the red chili pepper sauce here. Do we have ingredients listed here? Yeah, we do. Okay, so the ingredients are all there, but I've gone through them all. All right, I'm gonna go in the order that they were in here when I taste these. So this one's Krakatoa, the Island Fire jalapeno hot sauce, very famous mountain Krakatoa. Here's our Smolder and Smoke smoky bourbon for Mount Vesuvius in Italy. Very famous one that annihilated Pompeii. Well, I guess it didn't annihilate it so much as just buried it under ash. We have the Kilauea. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Kilauea? Maybe that's what it is. I don't actually know. I guess let me know in the comments. But I'm going to go with Kilauea. And we'll just assume that's what it is. I guess. I don't know. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. The Hawaiian Heat, garlic herb. And we have, so this is slightly a different shade of, we have a different shade of green here. So I think these sauces are probably related, just as these two I think are probably related. But, and the third one as well, we'll get to that in a second. This is Mount Fuji, green wasabi. And last, I don't know if this will be leased or not, but this is Katla, the Icelandic ash. And we've got some of the old Nordic script here for the pepper sauce. So this, and this are, and probably this also are related. Then we have these two green sauces to kind of round things out. So let's see well, we're going to start just from, as I did before, just with the first one and the thing, and then we'll just go on and sample them, and then we'll get to the getting by applying them to some stuff. Okay, so the Mount Ruapehu, New Zealand red chili sauce. These are all going to be thin runny sauces, unless I miss my guess. Take a look at this. Kind of a restrictor cap, not a great one, but built into the cap there. Built into the bottle, rather. Okay, so this pales out a lot with the white point. See, it's not too dissimilar from a lot of the other Louisiana-style sauces we've seen, certainly. But, all right, we're not going to spend a lot of time examining these. We're just going to get the color here, and then let's just go for it. Yeah, pretty standard, just a more or less a straight cayenne sauce. Not bad. Not great, not bad. All right, so this one we're gonna do the Island Fire jalapeno. All right, and again, come here. Again with all these bottles are gonna be the same. So far we're 1 out of 6. Let me get that out of there. All right. Okay, I don't love this color. It's going to be straight up honest. This is not, it's kind of like a split pea soup. I'm not a huge fan of that coloration. Definitely am smelling the vinegar and the jalapenos here though. This is not a very good smelling sauce, but let's see, maybe it'll taste better. Super sour. Ascorbic acid rides again. And next is going to be Mount Vesuvius. Ooh. This one I won't be using past this video. That is no good. So now I am 1 out of 6 still, 2 sauces down. All right, so let's get into this one. All right, so we still have the same visual as the last one. This is the Smolder and Smoke Mount Vesuvius. Take a go. Oh, I've over poured this. It doesn't look too dissimilar from the first one. Let's see how it tastes. This one is just barely acceptable. I don't like the confluence there with just the bourbon flavor. I think they ruined this sauce actually. It's not bad enough that I won't use it, but I mean, just if I didn't love, I don't know if I'm going to use the whole thing honestly, but if I didn't love cayenne style as much as I do, this would be probably a miss. Okay. What we got now? We got Hawaiian Heat Garlic Herb Hot Sauce. Okay, again, sort of, all this stuff is the same. All right, let's see how the garlic herb is. Ooh. So this is slightly denser, slightly thicker. Interesting. Definitely a much different shade of the red or red-orange here. Lots of bits and pieces in this. All right. Well, let's see what we have. So this one is the habanero. I should have pointed that out. None of these have been hot so far. This one really isn't either, although it's getting a little closer. This is interesting. This is actually a good one. This is another good one. So past the halfway point, we are now 2 out of 6. So we've got 2 sauces left to go to see if I'm gonna be able to improve it. This one, like I said, I'm gonna probably try to use it. This one's gonna get binned at the conclusion of this video. And this one is our green wasabi. Now, I thought that I hated wasabi. I'm not a big fan of horseradish, and I thought wasabi was rubbish because mostly what I had is a pale green toothpaste colored stuff that you get in the sushi restaurants, right? And I'm not a fan of that stuff at all. I think it's garbage. Then I had real wasabi from Japan, and my perspective changed completely. I'm certain that won't be what this is. I'm not even sure there's wasabi in this, but we'll take a shot at it again. We have the sort of pea green soup coloration here of this. Not an appetizing looking sauce, even slightly. I expected the two greens actually to miss. But, you know, open mind, open mouth. Here we go. Oh. That is so sour. I mean, so this one and this one aren't actually bad. They're just so incredibly sour. And I don't like that. The wasabi is very muted in this. This sauce actually reads better than this one. It's still not great. I still don't think it's going to go past this video like the other one, but it is not horrible. I guess I'll put it that way. All right, last, and we'll see from here, the Icelandic ash, Dat'l pepper sauce. This one is I think just our, no, this one might be a Cajun. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. So, honestly, I think for this, we have basically two sauces. We've got a red cayenne style. Now, this one's another sort of thick one. And we've got a green jalapeno that is super astringent. Unpleasantly so for me. All right, this one is, so you can see there's a lot of opacity to this. This is kind of like this Hawaiian heat one, where it's a fairly dark sort of sauce. Very, very pretty though. I like the look of this one a lot. Okay, let's get on into this. Wow. Oh man, that's really good. That reminds me of something. This is almost like a taco sauce. Wow, that is far and away the best one. Oh man, that's good. It's got kind of an aspect of, I'm trying to look at where that is. So spices, there's like some chili powder type arbol stuff here. This is really enjoyable. I'm gonna try this on tacos. So okay. So I'm 3 of 6. 50% of these are pretty solid sauces. They are the New Zealand, this red chili sauce. They are, no, and this one, the Hawaiian heat, garlic herb. And this one is by far the best, the Icelandic ash, the Katla. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So this one is actually pretty good. I would consider buying a full bottle of this. The other ones, I mean, this one is fine for Louisiana style. This one is acceptable, but only barely. I'm still not sure if I'm going to use that one all the way. The two green sauces are just so astringent, they're almost unbearable. And this one is actually a pretty solid Cajun style sauce. Okay. Try not to spend too much time on these because I don't want this to be like a endless video or anything like that. So we've got some chicken. What are supposed to be chicken strips, but look at the size of these. This is the chicken strips, more like chicken breasts. I'm saying. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we got 6 of these. 3 of the strips. We're just gonna split them in half here, and we'll go right in order here again. Okay, so this one is one I found favorable. Let's put that on. One of the larger pieces. It's all going to be the same food for all of these. So throw that on. I'm not going to go into a whole ton of detail here in this video. Like I said, you can check out the menu reviews for a little bit more information on these, just because, like I said, I don't want this to be an insanely long video. Yeah, I mean, it's your basic cayenne style, works red chicken strips. Chicken and cayenne style go, cayenne, pepper sauces go well together. No exception here. I like it. Okay. Our Island Fire jalapeno. I'm gonna choose one of the smaller pieces. And I don't like this sauce. Oh, and why did I do that? Oh! I don't care if the cap gets. Why did I lick the threads? I don't care if the cap gets stuck. I'm just binning it after this. So right now it's gonna be, these are 3 ounces a piece. So it winds up being $7 for 9 ounces of pretty solid sauces. 12 if I include this one, the smoke and smolder, which I mean I'll probably eat more of it, but it's not a particularly wonderful thing. Oh, 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 oh! This is awful. Ah, man, gross. And the heat is so moderate. Ugh. Oh, that's repulsive. Wow. All right. Oh, brutal, brutal. Smolder and smoke, the so-called bourbon one. This is just jumping on one of the prevailing trends I think we have, which is liquor and hot sauce. And as I've written about in the blog numerous times, it's really hit or miss for me. This, because they're not using actual bourbon, but this sort of artificial flavored bourbon, it has a really weird vibe to it. Almost like you'd expect if somebody was baking cookies and used it. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, yeah. I don't think this sauce is going to. So officially, 3 of these, half of this is going to be binned. But $7 for 3 sauces, 9 ounces, especially because one of them is a pretty good sauce. I still think I came out ahead. Would I think that if I paid 15? No. $15 for 9 sauces is a pretty stellar deal for good hot sauces. But for what's basically cayenne style pepper sauce is not. Even 7 is kind of pushing it a little bit because you can get a full bottle of like the Louisiana or Red Rooster, one of those, for usually $3 to $4. And those are 12-ounce bottles. But, we will concede to variety here. This does, I don't think you can discount the variety aspect of it. Okay. All I need. Another solid ones, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't ever buy these during the Christmas season, because just for that reason, because I feel like I get taken then. We know what we're signing up for, right? If they're putting all this glass, all this labeling, all this packaging for a $15 store price, I mean, what level of quality can you realistically expect, right? When I first started the blog, all those years ago, at the time I did a lot of shopping at Big Lots. I found a lot of sauces at Big Lots, these closeout sauces, which was awesome because if they're rubbish, right, it's only $1 or $2. But it's a spectacular deal if they're any good. And it's kind of like the hole-in-the-wall restaurant, right? Place looks terrible, cheap food, but if it's any good, you kind of found yourself a little secret find. I mentioned this in my Yelp review, but a lot of those places are not good. They're hole in the wall, no money on decor and stuff like that, and it's reflected in what is output. But everybody wants to find a diamond, right? And there's appeal to that notion. There's appeal to that idea. That's why urban legends and lore persist so heavily. You get entranced by an idea, this secret thing that just you know about, or just those in the know. You're part of a secret society that not everybody knows. The masses aren't aware. Just you. There's power in that. All right. On to the Mount Fuji, the green wasabi. And this one I'm kind of on the fence about. I'll see how it goes here. I'm not generally a huge fan of green sauces. But, like I said, open mind. So this one and the bourbon both have, I want to call it an artificiality about them. And I feel like that translates too much into the flavor profile, and I dislike it. It almost feels like I'm eating something I shouldn't be. If you go to say you go to a hotel and you're trying to take a bite out of the plastic fruit on the table, You're reaching that bowl and you got a plastic apple or a plastic orange. I guess an orange you probably wouldn't bite into right away. Mouthful of plastic grapes. I don't like it. And some of Dat'l's regular sauces, there's, I think as I film this, as I am doing this, I think I'm pretty close to 400 sauces, 400 separate sauces overall. if you go to the blog, you go to the table of contents, you can just look through them. But there's, this one's going to be a mini review. There's probably 40 or 50 mini reviews. So format, I think, is better for this. Okay. Best for last. Icelandic ash, the Dat'l pepper sauce. Really, really, definitely the best of the lot. See how it does here. I'm really excited to try this on tacos. Boy, I am looking forward to that. Was that really where it reads to me as a taco sauce? Somewhat of an astringent one, though. Taco sauces are usually not this vinegary. Man, I like that sauce, though. That actually is a good one. It's pretty rare that I have these, and I just wish that they would go to market with, and maybe there is one from Dat'l at market already with this exact profile. It seems to me that Dat'l could do a really smart thing, introducing people to like Dat'l peppers and stuff if they included those, but I don't think I've ever seen that pepper in one of these collections. And I would always look through them if I happen to be at Walmart. But it was only when I started this FOH video series that, and you gotta feed the beast, right? You gotta keep content churning. That I considered actually doing reviews for these. That is really good. This one actually, so this one is habanero. This one reads hotter than everything, though. And I don't understand why. Vinegar, aged cayenne, spice, salt, xanthan gum, garlic, sodium benzoate, and citric acid. This one reads as about a 1. Honestly, these other ones are probably not even that, including the one with habanero. So maybe something happened with the label? I don't know. None of these really bear any relation. I like the idea of naming them after volcanoes, but the wasabi obviously has a presence, certainly in Japanese cuisine. New Zealand red pepper is general enough, that's probably fine. So Island Fire, Krakatoa, this is Indonesia. I don't know enough about the cuisine to comment fully, but I really doubt this has a lot to do with Indonesian cuisine. Italy, smoky bourbon. So bourbon is a very definite American thing. It's a very specifically Kentuckian thing, in fact. Smolder and smoke, I guess they're just trying to talk about the ashes raining down from Vesuvius. Nothing to do with Italian cuisine on any level as far as flavor. So I don't know that any of these have much to do with flavor. Hawaiian heat, garlic herb, and it's more or less a Cajun sauce. I don't see where this one bears any relation to that area either. Already talked about that. Icelandic ash, Dat'l with a fairly Mexican-y style sauce. I guess at least you're in the right hemisphere. But, alright, end of the day, This one is okay, awful, not very good, okay, not very good, very solid. This is solid too. This is good. This is actually a good sauce. So one good, two okays, and the rest are mediocre to bad. And that is the Volcanic Eruption Hot Sauce Collection from Dat'l, available in Walmart, and it's on clearance right now. If you can find it in stores for about $7. And we'll just leave it there as we close out 2022, and we'll see what happens next year. They tend to have these collections, and they're always worth looking at. Not always worth getting though. This one, it wound up being $7 for 3 sauces that I will probably use fully. So I'm not upset with that at all. Like I said, I really only expected 2 or 3 to be any good anyway. So manage your expectations.
Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.